Hello guys, we're back. We're finally back again for more Hand of Fate. Reason why I wanted to get back into this game is because Hand of Fate 2 came out. And while I got my frustrations off in this game sometimes, it's time for me to get back into the game and play a bit more and get into it. Now, if you remember, it's been a while. A little recap. We were at the King of Skulls. And I lost...
Come now, hurry up. We don't have forever.
Got tried 3 times, I believe, at it, and I failed 3 times due to the lizard dome and my greediness. And this guy keeps interrupting me like good old times. Gotta love it, right? So let's go. This is the weapon we're given.
Steal the wealth of the dead. Hardly a noble approach.
Sealed with the stun trait will stun enemies when you shield bash them. Press B to perform a stun attack. Okay. So why is your reflection? B is a stun attack. Now, you might see that I got the Skeleton King sealed, and we're fighting the King of Skulls is because one of my videos cut out and I couldn't get sound, so I want to redo this one just to make sure we have it and you guys see, and we can continue on like that. I don't want to take it away from you guys.
As pleases you.
Whenever the player uses an artifact, there's a 30% chance of immediately reducing its cooldown time by 80%. Not the best blessing in the world, because we got no artifacts. Desert of the Danger.
It has been a long time since I have seen the serpent mark.
You find a casket buried in the sand. As you reach for it, a voice calls out, "Stranger! Stay your hand! The casket bears the cursed serpent's mark." Let's open it. I'm a risky fellow. Let's see what's in this.
Choose from these options.
Oh, huge failure. Okay. You cause the break open the seal, release and burst of steel dust to you suddenly. A scorpion falls out onto your arm. So, lose 15 health.
Ha!
Lose 5 health. So I lost 20 health doing this. And I don't get the item. Okay, great start. Great start. You see an ancient ornate coffin in the main burial ground. It may hold spectacular wealth, but will surely be guarded. Draw 2 monsters. 4 of scales.
Our old friend, the Jack of Plague, returns to fight another day.
And the Jack of Plague. Okay. We're going to attempt to take him by surprise, because I want the items. It's so important to get items early on. Oh, sweet. Suddenly you leap into the fray, taking one of them down before they can even react. Let's take out the Jack of Plague first. We don't want to fight a little boss at the beginning. Though we do have a sealed. Now let's see if the volume control works better this time so you can hear me more profitably. Yeah. So that we can actually play this game and I don't have to redo this again. Good thing I caught it in time. Oh, and we're on this map. You can cheese this map very easily by just staying around here and letting him get hit by the traps. So I'll do this for a little bit. So now we're getting stuck here. We'll stun that guy. Stun that guy. Just kind of move around slightly. Let them continue to get hit by traps. Red, if you remember, are attacks that we cannot block. One down. Doing so good so far. So I'm just gonna move over here, let them get hit a few times. Hopefully stun them into the trap. So I don't get hit by the trap. There's one. Okay, there's one left. Finish him off. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Took no damage. Get me my items, please. Oh. 3 gains, 25 health, so we're back at full
The
health.
pendulum can swing both ways.
10 gold. 15 gold.
I'm sure you're grateful for that.
Marketplace.
I'm surprised to find the recollection of a closed marketplace amongst your treasured memories.
You arrive at the town of Stiegel on market day. We'll bid half my gold. You deliver gold to the market and wait for the trader. Man approach you with a sack containing the food or gold to secure. Oh, right, 50% chance of it being bad. Okay. Didn't want to take. Okay, so rely on my gold for 5 food. The hangman. So this is a special one for the King of Skulls. It will give us a blessing and a curse. If we get the curse, we lose 10% of our max health. You inquire about his current predicament, but explains that he does not want any help. I have accepted the destiny of fate is agreed for me. I'd like you to accept yours. Wrath of the old gods, you are a blessing. At the beginning of every battle, the old gods throw down thunder upon one of your enemies. It's super good. One of the best blessings.
Little pleases me more than watching your attempt to wriggle away from bad luck.
So as you can see, what happened, we lost 10 health, and our max health went down by 10. So we won't be buying items this game. The fairy will kill you to your next adventure. So we'll catch the fairy, move on to the next dungeon-esque area.
Do you understand what it is we do now? Or did I rush you through the rules, pushing you into the plague before you were prepared?
So, we can go in the shop. We got no healing. We don't need to buy food, so I think we're gonna pass it by for now. And make sure we go everywhere. Let's go up here. Ooh, metal ore. I like metal ore. As you traverse a particularly tricky trail across the mountain ridge, you notice a dark ravine. Climb down, take a look. In the gloom of the narrow canyon, you find the old remains of a wooden cart. Apparently having fallen down years ago. You find nothing of worth except a chunk of glittering metallic ore. You might not sell for much at the current state, but perhaps you can find someone who can use it. You take it and make your way back up to the path. As you can see, guys, I have glasses now as well, so
maybe it'll help me
battle and see better. Defeat this challenge 3 times in one session to remove it from your deck. On a moonlit night, you see a group of golems underway to attack another human summon. So, one monster.
The earth comes to life, animated by its desire to respond to the threats of man.
Only one of them. And of course we get the failure.
It's naive to expect you'll face a king without a challenge.
Oh, that one hurt. So we lost 10 health per curse, so we lost 30 health just going into this battle. I wonder if we can stun this guy. He's pretty big. Let's take a look, shall we? Well, that was easy. You won? Loose piles of rock and stones around you are a good start teaching these creatures lessons. Some local villagers give you food with thanks. The landlocked number 3.
As you plunder the secrets of your memories, you'll gain new cards. Some you'll wish you'd left untouched.
More news from our friend the Highlander. He appears to feel guilty about the bandits that jumped you back in Norwich. I'm sure if he's seen you, he'd know that there's no need for guilt. I believe this is part of the Kraken? He brings word of a cult of lizardmen who worship the Kraken. Aha! As a watery deity of their kind. Disturbing thought, I know. Head out to the swamp, see if they can tell us anything about the Kraken. And be bloody careful. These days you are 100% of my clientele. So down there, I'm trying to point, because I can't really see it. Down there on the bottom of the card, and on top right, says the logo for which adventure that is part of.
Descend ever deeper into the subterranean
token on this one. Oh, food. Okay. Also the forge, which I want. Because if we know from previous adventures, this is where we gotta bring the metallic ore to. The monk's eyes widened in surprise and exclaimed, "By the old gods, where did you find that?" We found the ore for him. He looks the metal over carefully. If we're willing to put it into hard work, stranger, together we could fire up the old forge. You spent several days with the old monk. By day you told together at the forge, and by night you swapped tales of your adventures for a share of his food. Eventually, you hold the completed weapon in your hands. And it's a holy weapon, which is really good against skeletons, if we remember correctly. Thank you, warrior, for giving this old relic one last chance to prove its worth. Good luck on your journey. So, since we went to the stairs first and we got to see the flip
Bound
thing,
once more,
that's
seeking
one of
the
the
heart
rings
of it all.
we got set up on our character itself. So we're taking the stairs, moving on, showing the shops. Also a ring to see where the shops are.
Think about the way we play this game. You continue to die, yet we reset the board each time. One has to wonder how it is
Also part of the
possible to
Kraken.
truly lose.
The landlocked lubber is a hive of activity when you return. The sound of boisterous drinking and frivolity echoing throughout. You make your way to the bar to find Carlo, who seems displeased with this upturn in business. You fear the news from the high binder will not improve his mood. After hearing your news, he says, "Dark times indeed, my friend. Not only is that foul beast back in our waters, but I fear that not all of my patrons this night are here for my generous hospitality." Everyone has a southern accent, of course. "I'll wager we got more bandits and brigands in here than at Bill's Water Stockade. I hope you got your fighting boots on. One monster card, please." More unsavory characters enter through the doors, and an eerie silence spreads across the room. Almost everyone present rises to their feet, although a few obviously have no stomach for the coming fight, and bail for the exit. Oh, and two of dust. Wonder numbers pipes up. Such a shame that such a terrible things could happen in such a nice place. If only people knew how to curb their curiosity. So we gotta fight 5 people. Wrath of the Gods will come down and hopefully kill one of them right away, like the golem. So we're just gonna skip all this, get into the fight. There's the Wrath of the God. Up. So keep hitting. Keep that going. Let's use our hammer. Kind of broke up the tavern. Sorry about that. Barkeep. Don't put it on my tab, please. And we got through that one fairly easily. We got a really good weapon, and Wrath of the Gods just kills one automatically. Once the fighting inside has stopped, you start to think about repairing the damage. I'm sorry, barkeep. Just as you attempt to right the first table, a voice booms from outside. You've meddled with affairs that are beyond your remit. The Knowledge docks are under Mage Council protection. Whatever has happened to our ships is wholly our concern. We gotta fight more? We're aware of the owner's obsession with the Kraken. There's clearly no point in asking you to cease your disruptions. You and your ramshackle taverns will burn in our righteous fire. And the Jack of Dust. Okay, so this is a lot tougher than initially thought. So we gotta fight 3 mages and the Jack of Dust. I want the mages out of the way first. No range. Don't like range. Take some damage here. Try and kill the mages down. Kill the mage before he gets up. Kill the jack. That's what I was trying. I was trying to stun him, but he kept doing the red attack as I was trying to stun him. Took a bit of health, not too bad. The mages are annoying because their range attacks go everywhere. They don't do a lot of damage. When you return inside, you find Carlo hiding under the bar. He obviously fears mages and their power. Clearing up can wait until tomorrow. You both find a spot by the hearth and enjoy a strong drink. Carlo tells you about the locals in the area and the story tale of how he came to fear the Kraken show. The token is now ours. Let's go this way. The Song of the White Minotaur.
Let us stake a token on their foolishness.
The Mug and Barrel Inn is renowned for attracting the most talented bards from all around. You arrive there weary from your adventures, but tonight the entertainment convinces you to settle by the hearth for a while. Hours pass and the crowd starts to thin. The bard begins to move around the room, playing requests for small groups. Come give us a dance, come hither for a song. He serenades a pair of young lovers for a meager sum, and is generously tipped for leading a group of blacksmiths in a raucous chorus of foul language aimed at the folks from the next town over. He approaches you. Well, well, well. We do have here a most distinguished adventurer. No tawdry tale of inspired chivalry of brass tribalism will do. You, sir, merit a stern ballad of bloodshed, heroism, and death. The bard sings for you the fable of the White Minotaur, a legendary beast who is master of both might and magic. Its power is such that it has felled every adventurer, bounty hunter, or treasure seeker it has ever crossed, and something tells me we're going to cross this at some point. At the close of his song, the bard leads in close to you and whispers, "The White Minotaur is no myth. I met a man 2 nights ago who hunts the beast as if he were its long shadow. I'd wager that any adventurer would be interested in the tales he told me over supper. All yours for a small donation." So 50-50 chance here. Playing the dice game. Success! I like the look of you. Does 5 gold sound fair? Pay the bard 5 gold? Sure. The bard bestows upon you all of the knowledge that he has gleaned about the White Minotaur. The card's token is now yours. We're not using the gold for anything anyway. It's just better to use it and get over with. Indecent arrival. This is new.
I will happily wager on the outcome. I do not think you have what it takes.
You are minding your own business in a local tavern when suddenly 3 masked men burst through the doors, grab a young man from the bar, and manhandle him outside. One patron bursts out in protest, but is quickly silenced by the solemn stares of all those around him. Leave them be, Garrett. If it is his time, then it must be done. Follow the masked attacker outside? Oh, we're following. You follow the masked man outside. Immediately, you are confronted by a large crowd, all wearing masks. Their leader speaks to you. Whoa there, stranger. I really would prefer that no outsider witness what we're about here. I know this may look like a godforsaken thing we do, but you have no idea of our troubles. So I'll ask you not to involve yourself. I will not ask twice. We have no time for objections. The crowd turns and drags away the young man. The torches burn in a mournful light into the distance. Once the light has faded from sight, you follow their path into the forest. Catch up with them, and, to your surprise, they are gathered around a yawning portal that whirls with malicious portent. Despite the disguise, it is obvious that none of the hooded figures relish the sight before them, and many are obviously distraught. The captive is carried to the portal atop the shoulders of 6 people as though they were his coffin bearer than he already dead. The young man's struggles are subdued by bound the right. I'm going to interrupt. I'm not letting him sacrifice this dude on my watch. I'm a hero. You bust forth from your hiding place and plead with the assembled crowd not to go through with whatever bizarre ritual they are engaged in, but you gain no support. Their leader eventually speaks above the crowd. If this man is so adamant that one of our own should not be sent to the underworld, then perhaps he should go himself. You are immediately seized by the crowd and pushed toward the portal. Oh, okay. This is not a game over, is it? Try as you might, they are too strong for you and you can't escape. You stumble and fall into the portal. It's a lot of text. Holy creek. You fall to the ground with only a gentle jolt. You find yourself in a forest that bears a most striking resemblance to where you just were, but with two very significant differences. The crowd of mass onlookers are gone, and the sky burns with bright red flames. Out of the sulfur and flames,
It has been called the game of
beasts.
eternity that we play. I didn't think that meant you'd take forever to make a decision, mind.
Calm down, dude. I'm trying to read the text. Calm it down. Okay, where's these Helbies? Oh, here they are. They kind of look like rats. One's already dead, as you can see by the wrath of the Thunder Gods. And we kind of threw him into the waters below, where he belongs, I might add. Some people. After you destroy the last Hell Beast, the portal stirs back into life. You are lifted off your feet and sucked into the vortex. Before being deposited back in the leafy forest you were ejected from earlier. This card's token is now yours. Okay. The Hangman. Another blessing and a curse for us. One day while traveling through a forest, you come across a man hanging by his ankle. You endure about his current predicament, but explain that he does not want any help. I've accepted the destiny that fate has decreed for me, so that you should accept yours. So our blessing, undead that
I
physically
made
strike
that a
the
little too powerful.
may receive
I will
damage
have to
themselves.
rebalance that next time.
Combat, every dying enemy has a 40% chance to drop a bomb. Okay. Okay. So, we're fighting the King of Bones. Right? Is it King of Bones? I don't know. You leave the clear the ranged man to his fate, since that is what he wants. It's the undead guy. I don't remember if he's called Bones or not. All I'm saying. Don't have enough gold to get any of the curses lifted, so let's go here. A charity.
You do have a charitable heart.
It's
Or
true.
at least you have had, thus far.
You encounter a priest wandering along the road. You meet the priest again. The children were warned by your... Oh, not warned. I was gonna say, what did I do today? The children were warned by your generosity last time. Would you be willing to save a few lives again? Let's give some food. Let's give 5. If I have anything on sec to reward you with such generosity. Oh, 3 failures? 5 food? Ah, the priest exclaims and draws out a tarnished old ring. I'll have the kids polish it up first, and then take my blessing. We got a blessing card. Any
Very
hit on the
nice
player during combat
indeed.
has poison. Ooh. Okay, so let's go back up here. Pass it by. And let's go here. What was up there? The Lonely Bird. Not going back up there now. So let's carry on, my wayward soul. Halfway across, the ferryman attacks you. The Jack of Dust. Again, you're back. You can't just leave me alone, can you? How many times do I have to kill you, man? How many times? We're in the wrath of the gods. We can use right now. I guess they won't do it on the boss. Hit again. Okay. Doing my attacks too fast. I gotta slow it down a little bit. There we go. Just gotta slow myself down. Go in the waters. Let some vermin feast on your soul so I can get out of this and not have to fight you no more. You are free to continue your journey. Draw one equipment. A mask.
I'm surprised to see you turning your back on gold. The king waits. Powerful, silent, death in steel plate.
So, question. Will we make it back? Will we fight the king or will we lose? You guys are going to have to tune in next time to find out, okay? This is Kelgate from KelgatesKollections telling you guys to tune in, sub, and follow. Simple as that, right? Come to my channel, watch me play my games, and let's have some fun together. I'll see you guys next time, okay? Have a good one.